Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, beautiful people. How are y'all doing today? It is good to see you all here in the place to be. My name is Angel Charmaine, and I am the owner of Speak Up Sis LLC and the editor in chief of Speak Up Sis magazine. I show up in this space at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, in order to talk about authenticity, to talk about leadership, to talk about motherhood, to talk about transparency, vulnerability, honesty, all the things. Whatever it is, I feel like I want to talk about in this space that I believe is going to be beneficial to you, is going to be able to help you live more fully, more authentically, then that's what I'm going to talk about in this space. So feel free to join us here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and glean as much or as little, chew up the meat and spit out the bone, whatever you feel like you need to do. So come on into the space. I'm going to do just a little bit of housekeeping for those of you who may be brand spanking new into this space. First thing, we are leaders, not lurkers. That means you get to show up fully, wholly as yourself in this space. So please don't stand on the outskirts looking in. Click the video. Come on in. Make sure that you speak. My grandma used to say, if I ain't sleep with you last night, when you come into this room, little girl, then you say good morning. I ain't sleep with none of y'all last night. So make sure you give me as well as our community a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey girl, hey, whatever your greeting or choice is, give that to us in the comments. Stand up boldly as a leader. Don't lurk. The second bit of housekeeping is that if this is a valuable space for you, if you come here, you learn, you glean, you eat of the fruit that's here, share it with somebody. We are not stingy up in here, okay? We are not stingy. So please tag someone in the live, someone that you believe would benefit from what it is that we do in this space, or share the live in your own space. Totally up to you. But we do ask that you not be stingy with sharing this community with your community. And then the last thing we ask is that you will help stimulate the chat. We all know how social media works, right? So the more you all comment, the more you react, the more you do the things, it helps to bring more visibility into this space. And of course, that helps us to grow our community. So I do ask that if you're going to sit here, you're going to kick it with us, that you will talk to us, chat, comment, react, all the things. It's okay if you want to cry, if you want to be angry, if you want to hug, if you want to laugh. All we ask is that you will engage with us in this space to help us build this particular community. All right. You have not because you ask not. So let's get into it. Let me see who is in the building today. Hello, Courtney Charmaine. How you doing, Court? Do y'all see we share a name? She's somebody pretty special to me. So hello. Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate that hearty hey. Thank you very much. As you all come in, remember, go ahead and put a greeting in the chat and let me know where you're viewing from today. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. It's Forget 'em Friday, Forgive 'em Friday, you know, F 'em Friday. We're not going to say that here, right? Freedom Friday. Okay. Whatever Friday you want it to be. That is what we're having here. So let me know where you're viewing from, what city, what state, what country, what part of the world are you viewing this live from on today? Listen, y'all, today we're going to talk about you still being you always being you, and you being enough. Okay. That is what we're going to talk about today. That is what we're going to talk about today. I want to make sure that I thank each and every one of you for spending this week with me doing our 11 a.m. talks that we have here. Whether you caught an earlier episode this week, or if this is your first episode that you're watching this week, I am glad that you are here. We've been unpacking what it really means to show up without selling out. That's the key there. Showing up without selling out. And I want to close this week with something that I believe is very simple. It's a very simple concept, but I believe it's a very necessary concept. And that is for us to understand that you showing up fully as you and not selling out and becoming someone else. Listen, you're still going to be you. You're always going to be you. And that is absolutely enough. That is absolutely enough. So here, I am going to, let me see here. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this up on another device. I just want to make sure that I am seeing everybody and I'm not having any issues anywhere. On my way to work, just stopping by before I had to go in. All right, Court, you have a fabulous, fabulous day today at work. And thank you so much for stopping by and saying hello. I appreciate you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. You all know I don't like to wait too long. We have been here already for about 6 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. As you all come on in, you know what to do. If you're catching this on the replay, #replay, let me know you got an opportunity to watch. Feel free to comment and express yourself and do all the things inside of the comments, even if you're watching on replay, because I do respond to the comments on these videos, even if those comments come in after the fact. Okay. All right. So let me pull up these notes of mine and let's get into it. The first thing that I want to talk about today is the fact that you are not behind just because you are being yourself. You are not behind just because you are being yourself. And I know, listen, I absolutely know that this world can make you feel like authenticity is a disadvantage. This world will make you feel like, you got some shortcomings if you don't show up as somebody else or doing what everybody else is doing, right? You see other people curating spaces. You see them scripting out everything. Everything is really perfect. Even today, y'all, I was like, you know what? They're getting ready to get I just finished the gym today. Why? Because it's 11 a.m. because I have gotten my 3.1 miles in today, because I had to take a phone call that I wasn't expecting to have to take today. But because I know I'm going to show up at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for you all and for myself, because I'm going to be consistent in doing what I'm doing, I realize that I don't have to show up here perfectly. What's important is that I show up in this space, right? But we see people whose content is curated perfectly and everything is all scripted out perfectly for them. And it looks like, it's working for them. It looks like it's working for them. And maybe it is working for them. And then so you start to kind of wonder, you start to kind of think, like, should I just do what they're doing? Right? Maybe I need to add a little more fluff, a little more flash. Maybe I should put some filters on because, I just got out of the gym. So, maybe I need to do something with my face. Maybe I'm looking a little whatever. Right? But the truth is, what's built on pretense always comes with an added amount of pressure. A pressure that you don't really want, a pressure that you don't really need, a pressure that is not necessary. You'll never be at peace. You'll never feel peaceful while you're pretending. You just won't. While you're pretending to be someone that you're not. I want you to know that you are not behind. You're not behind. You're just being built to last. That's the first thing that I want you all to grab a hold of. Understand that what you build in pretense is going to bring pressure. Y'all know, the little, we do the little TikTok things now. It's like, I'm pressure, I'm pressure, I'm pressure. Yeah, okay, you could be pressure, but you don't want added pressure. And when you show up pretending, that's exactly what you're going to get. So just know that doing things authentically, doing things at your own pace, doing things the way that you know that you are supposed to do them, doing things with the originality, right? The sauce that only you can bring to it is not going to put you behind. You're going to show up in due time. And we know that due time is always the right time, the best time. Hey, Dr. Latoya, how you doing? Thank you so much for showing up in the building today. I appreciate you, sis. Hey. Today, I want you all to know that you are still you. You are always you. And you are enough. And you are so not behind. That's the first thing I want to say to you all today, is that you're not behind just because you're being yourself. Okay? You're always going to arrive on time when you are being yourself. The next point that I want to make with you all today is that authenticity doesn't mean perfection. It means consistency. It's okay, Latoya. I see you see your device is slow. It's okay, sis. It is totally okay. Listen, catch up when you catch up. Catch up when you catch up, sis. So authenticity doesn't mean perfection. It means that you are being consistent. Being authentic doesn't mean that every day is going to be easy, y'all. It's not. I would be telling you a story. I would be telling a fib. I would be just telling a flat out bold-faced lie if I told you that every single day showing up fully as myself is an easy thing to do, because it's not. Some days I don't feel adequate. Some days I deal with self-sabotage. Sometimes I deal with imposter syndrome. These are all things that they don't run my life. It's not, they're not things that they're not places I sit in every single day. But I would be telling you a sure fable if I said to you that showing up authentically as myself every day is easy, because it's not. It's not. It is not easy to show up in spaces where you look different, where you move differently, where you behave differently, it's just different. But you still choose to show up fully, wholly as you. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not telling you that you're not going to be afraid. I'm not telling you that there won't be fear. I'm not telling you that a little bit of anxiety won't creep up from time to time. I'm not telling you that you won't be a little apprehensive about certain things. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen. But what I am saying is that authenticity does not mean that you're perfect. It just means that you're being consistent. And it just means that you keep showing up honestly. You keep showing up transparently. You keep showing up vulnerably. You keep showing up for you as you. You keep showing up for the people as you. Right? It means that your yes is real. Can I say that? It means that the yes that you give every single day is real. You're not giving no fake yeses. Okay. No faux yeses. FAUX. Y'all know that's one of my favorite words. FAUX is one of my favorite words. I like the way it feels when I say it. Listen, this is a whole sidebar that doesn't have anything to do with what I'm talking about right now. But I was talking to a sister friend yesterday, and we were talking about words. And and I love words, and there's some words that I really, really like, and then there are some words that I don't really care for. But there are some words that just, they feel nice like coming out of your mouth, right? Some words just feel your mouth a certain kind of way, and the way it comes out, it just feels right. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And then there's some words that, they don't even feel right in your mouth saying. That was a tangent and a sidebar that, like, why? But it's because I like the word faux. Faux. I like that word. But when you show up consistently, that means that your yes is not faux, right? Your yes is real. You mean it. You understand? Not only is your yes real, but when you show up authentically and when you show up consistently yourself, your no is clear. Can I say that? Your yes is going to be real and your no is clear. People know that when she said no, she meant it. One thing my mama used to say to me is, say what you mean and mean what you say. So not only am I going to give you an authentic, real, honest yes, but when I say no, it's going to be clear and you're going to know that that's what I mean. Right? When you all see tears, you're going to know that they're true tears. What am I saying to you today? That authenticity doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. It just simply means you're going to be consistent. You're going to consistently show up as you. When it's difficult to do, you're going to do it. So when people see you cry, when people see your shoulders shake a little bit, they're going to know, they're going to be like, man, yeah. Why? Because you consistently show up as you. They know that they know those aren't fake tears. They know you're not trying to be manipulative. They know you're not trying to persuade them through those tears. No, they know that they are real. They know that they are true. Right? When you show up consistently as you, your joy is not a forced thing. You ain't faking the smile. Latoya says when they see the tears, move out of the way. They know it's real. One thing about not stepping in, standing in, and your own authenticity is that you can't fully embrace happiness and joy. Because when you faking it, you got to tone it down. If you're in a position, like, I got to tone it down. I can't clap too loudly. I can't shout too much. I can't look too happy. I don't want anybody to think whatever. Right? Or you over the top doing stuff that you don't even really mean. When you show up consistently as your authentic self, your joy is not forced and your mourning is not made up. Right? You got to remember that this journey of self while you're living is not about arriving. It's about aligning. It's about making sure that you are aligned with your purpose, right? It's making sure that you are aligned with your voice. It is making sure that you are aligned with your assignment. So we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for consistency. And that consistency will ensure that you remain in alignment with you. How can you say that you're one with the Father when you're disjointed in yourself? How can you say that you're one with the Father when your body, your soul, and your spirit are all out of sync? They're not in concert. You're not working together within yourself. How can two walk together unless they agree? How can a three-part being walk as a one whole individual unless them three parts are in sync? So it's not about you being perfect. It's about you consistently showing up to make sure that you are aligned in you so that you can be aligned with the Father. Y'all tracking? Y'all tracking? Who here with me today? I see Latoya. I see you, Latoya. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Consistently show up as you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then another Bobby is in the building. Hey, how you doing, Bobby G? Thank you so much, sis, for showing up today. Good morning, Deborah Jefferson. How you doing? Deborah, you clocking in late today. What we doing? We're clocking in late today, Deborah. What we doing? What we doing? I'm just messing, sis. I pray that you're having a good day today. Thank you, Latoya, for tagging all the people. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so the next thing that I want to share with you all, the next concept that I want to share with you all is that somebody is watching you just to see if it's possible to be real and still win. I need y'all to let that sink in for a minute. I need you to let that sink in for just a moment. There's somebody watching you. Understand, there's somebody watching you, paying attention to see if this authenticity thing is real. Somebody is watching you just to see if showing up as their authentic selves will still allow them to win. I often say that oftentimes we will say, folks are sitting back, they waiting to see me fail. They don't want to support me. They just waiting to see me fail. They just watching to see if I'm a fail. And I would like for you to shift your mindset. I would like for you to alter the way that you see that. Because what I believe is that many people are not, especially people who say they love you, okay? Especially people that sometimes we're like, I know this person loves me. I know this person care about me, but they acting like they want me to fail. Sometimes that's true. But I believe more times than not, people are waiting for you to be consistent. They're waiting to see if you're going to stick with it. Because what I am asking you all to do in this journey of authenticity, showing up fully as yourself, what I am inviting you all to do is to do something that's scary. I'm asking you to do something that the majority of people don't want to do and don't do. I'm asking you to put yourself out in the front of everybody in a very vulnerable place. And we know that vulnerability is when we show up in a way where we know we could potentially be hurt. I'm inviting you on a journey of authenticity that requires you to be vulnerable, transparent, and honest. That is a difficult thing to do for many people. It's a scary thing to do. So if I am saying, hey, Latoya, hey, Bobby, come out here, just be yourself, it's all good. You might not come out initially. You know why? Because you're like, I hear you talking, but I want to see if that works for you. I want to see if you gonna win. Let me see if you're winning in that space. This takes us back to the last thing I just said about authenticity not being about perfection, but being about consistency. Many people are just waiting on you. They're just waiting to see if you're going to stick it out. They're waiting to see if what you're talking about is something you live. They're waiting to see if what you preaching is the authentic you, or did you just create something for the day to try to earn some coins or try to do whatever, right? They're waiting, or they're not waiting to see you fail. They're actually waiting to see you succeed to decide if they can step out too. Think about it. Think about it. Hey, Zakia, how you doing, sis? So please understand that there's somebody watching you to see if it's possible to be real and to still win. There's a woman who's watching you. There's a woman who is taking a look at me right now. Like, I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. There's a woman or two or three or four or five that are watching me right now to see how I carry myself. There are some of you who are watching to see, right, how I lead without pretending, to see if I'm pretending. Some of you go through my posts. You might not click anything. You might not say anything, but you just want to see if what I said last month is lining up with what I'm saying this month. Some of y'all might be going through all my content to see what she's saying this year, was she saying that last year, right? There's somebody There's somebody who is watching how I tell the truth and talk about my life without apology, right? And let me tell you about her. That woman is she's kind of getting the courage to be able to do the same thing. She's not watching me hoping that I fail. Many people are watching you hoping that you succeed. Because if you succeed, then that means they can succeed. There are many people who are watching you and they're silently praying that you do win. They may never like a post. They may never comment on a thing. They may never do anything that lets you know that they're even watching. But they are watching and they're really hoping that you win. Why? Because they see you. When they see you, they see themselves. And if she can win, if the girl with the natty locks can win, if the girl who's on camera, in her workout clothes can win, if this girl with these 4 kids who got all these things, if she can win, if she can consistently do it and she can win and she's doing well, you know what? Then I can do it. Shift the way you think about people watching you. Are there people who want you to fall? Absolutely. But don't focus on those people. And even if you say, yes, Angel, I know there are people who want me to fail. But then guess what? Know that they are watching you. And even the people who want you to fail, you still show up because they are watching you. Show them that it is possible for me to win, even though I know you want me to fail. It's possible for me to win, even though I know you want me to fail. You got to know that somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you. And everybody watching is not watching waiting for your demise. Right? You might not know that woman's name or that man's name. They may never comment. You may never meet that person. But who you are every day, right? But your authenticity, it is preaching. It's like preaching a little sermon to somebody who is afraid to take off the mask. It's preaching to them. You know what I'm saying? What does scripture say? How can they believe unless they hear? Right? Somebody got to go preach it. Somebody's life has got to preach that being yourself is a win. Your life is preaching that to somebody. It's telling them like you could totally show up fully, authentically as yourself. Are y'all tracking? Put a 1 in the comments. Are you tracking? Let me know. Talk to me. So sis, and simply because there was one brother that I saw here, but y'all know I talk to the sisters primarily. I know brothers glean from this place from time to time, but I have been called to feed women as they walk and in purpose. That's what I do. I feed women as they walk in purpose. So I just want to say, I'm gonna look you square in the eyes, sis. I'm gonna look you square in the eyes. I hope I'm looking at you. You looking at me? Are you looking at me? So today I just want to say, if you needed permission, if you needed permission, right, to show up as you, if you needed permission to keep being you, baby, this it. This it, sis. You don't need permission to be you, but if you needed it, if you felt like you needed it, you're looking at it. It really doesn't get much more real, authentic, raw, relevant, relatable than this. Yesterday, I posted a picture that got a whole lot of ridiculousness on it. But I posted a picture. I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention really to a lot of the distractions in the world. But I posted a picture that I saw on social media of this huge bronze statue of this everyday woman. I guess she's supposed to be a black woman. Every day, she probably a size 16 in that picture. You know what I'm saying? Regular clothes, regular little t-shirt, regular, look like some yoga pants and some sneakers she had on. Maybe her hair was braided or locked. I don't know. But to me, it was like when I saw it, because I don't usually, I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. But when I saw it in my feed, it was almost like the Lord giving me a visual to say, this is what I've like, this is the importance of what you're doing, Angel. You're not the only one that I've given this vision to, right? There's a huge bronze statue of an everyday looking woman. Every day. She's an everyday looking woman in the middle of Times Square, New York. And here's the thing, it's disturbing people. It's disturbing people's souls. Folks just don't understand. Why would you put that up there? That's not attractive. Why would you put that up there? She too big, or she too this. People have all kind of things to say. Who would have thought putting a statue of an everyday woman in the center of attention, allowing her to take up space, would cause so many people to be disturbed? Why is it that just being an everyday person makes other people feel so uncomfortable? The truth is that the vast majority of people don't show up as themselves. They don't show up as just who they were created to be. The vast majority of people don't like the fact that they are everyday people. The vast majority of people don't like their authentic selves. They prefer to see the made up, glossed up, unattainable, ain't never gonna be you images. So to just see an everyday looking person center stage, it disturbs people. But today says, I want to give you permission to stand center stage as your authentic self, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever the Lord has said is you, whatever he created you to be. Listen, stand up center stage as you, and let the people be upset. Listen, here's the irony of it all. Folks are upset about that statue, but it's going to stand there until it's time for the creator of the statue to remove it. And they can't do nothing but accept it. And I want to say that to you. People can be as disgruntled as they want to be about you showing up. But baby, you're going to own the stage. You're going to own the space. You're going to stand in that space as long as you're supposed to be there. The due time and all the time that you're supposed to occupy that space, you're going to get to do it whether folks are disturbed or not. And when the creator says, okay, I'm ready for you to go do something else or go sit somewhere else, then you'll move. But until then, take up the space as you, without the need for all the extras, without the need for all the fluff. Amen. Amen. Y'all rocking with me? Who in the building? Let me see. Let me scroll. Hey, Sharice, how you doing, sis? I see somebody commented to you somewhere. Deborah says, amen. Deborah says, amen. So here's your work. Because we are wrapping for the day. I'm going to let y'all go for today. What you say, Deborah? I'm preaching today. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I got a little bit of work for y'all today. I'm gonna send you on to the weekend today with a little bit of work. Send you a little bit of work, I'm going to give you, Zacchaeus says, when you're not comfortable in your own skin, seeing someone who is or celebrated for it makes them turn a mirror on themselves. When they don't like what they see, they want to deflect. Absolutely. Absolutely, sis. I totally agree with you. I totally agree. But guess what? The truth is that you get to show up anyway. You get to show up anyway. They can deflect and project, and they can do all kind of stuff. They can do all kind of stuff. Hey, Tashika, how you doing, sis? Thank you for showing up today. I appreciate you. So here we go. I've got a prompt for you all. I got a writing prompt for you that I want you to sit with. And for those of you who do not know, I actually I created a 31-day self-reflection workbook. I believe in self-reflection and introspection. It's really simple. It gives you 31 days. It's separated into 4 or 5 weeks. And it gives you something to reflect on every day, gives you a prompt to reflect on. And then at the end of the week, it gives you an opportunity to reflect on everything that you sat with for that week. So if you are in a space where you're looking to begin to really sit with, and it's called Sit With You for a Minute, sis, because y'all know I believe in sitting with yourself and not sit with it. Notice I didn't say sit with it. Sit with you. Sit with you, sis, and do the work, right? So here's a prompt that I'm going to give you all for you to sit with over the weekend, tonight or the weekend, whenever you choose to sit with it. And this is some end of the week work. So I want you to take some minutes, and I want you to write down, what has staying true to myself cost me? Can somebody put that in the chat? Yes, Ashika, be you. Please, somebody put in the chat. Put the prompt in the chat for those of you who want to participate with this prompt. It's two-part. It's two-part. So the first part, your end of the week, can we call it soul work? Can we call it soul work? Your heart work, your soul work, your end of the week soul work. The first part of the prompt, what has staying true to myself cost me? What has staying true to myself cost me? That's the first part. Dare I say, there's no way that you're going to consistently stay in a place of authenticity and things, people, opportunities not walk out. It's going to happen. Because you have to remember, there were things that were connected to you or even attached to you that were attached and or connected to the unauthentic you. So, of course, when you begin to show up consistently as your authentic self, as who God created you to be, you have to know that, you know, might be some stuff that's going to leave. So the first part, what has staying true to myself cost me? And then the second part of this prompt, what has it preserved in me? Oftentimes we like to look at what you lose, like doing this, what am I going to lose? What am I going to lose? But I want you to also sit with what has showing up as you sustained in you. What has it preserved? What has it kept? What has it fortified? I like all those words. All of those words have similar meanings, but they are distinctly different. And you can probably like catch this on the replay and just fast forward to this part, write down all of those words and kind of sit with them all. right? What has staying true to myself preserved in me, kept in me, sustained in me, fortified in me? Whew. I'm thinking about my own life right now. I know I'm here to talk to y'all, but I'm thinking about my own life right now, right? Maybe staying true to yourself. I can say this about me. Staying true to myself cost me the possibility and the potential of popularity, of being popular. Staying true to me has cost me the chance at popularity. But staying true to me has preserved my peace. Understand? I may not be everybody's favorite person, but I'm still good with me. I still sleep well at night. I don't worry about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, I ain't stressed out about, I can't say this because they ain't gonna like me. The beautiful thing about not having popularity is that you don't have to care that people don't like what you say. It doesn't even matter. You don't have to care that they don't like what you do. You're like, I ain't popular. I ain't got nothing to lose. So that's what I want you to do this weekend, or whenever you choose to do it. I want you to write down what has staying true to yourself cost you, and at the same time, what has staying true to yourself preserved in you. I want you to write it out. Write it out. If you choose to do this today or Saturday, then you get an opportunity kind of to wrap this week up in a place of clarity, feeling really strong and confident to go into the next week fully as yourself, right? You have made it through this week. You have made it through this week. I had this on my other device, and I don't know what is going on, y'all. You made it through the week strong. You made it as you. So now we're getting ready to wrap this week. All the things that happened in this week, we're going to woo-saw, and then we're going to move on into the next room. We're going to move on into the next call. We're going to move right on into the next post. We're going to move into that place, loving ourselves, embracing ourselves, walking in these places wholly and fully. No matter what it costs you, no matter what's preserved in you, no matter what, you still you. You're going to always be you. And you are enough. You still enough. You know that song, Tamia sings that song. It's called Still, I think. Right? After marriage and kids, I still, right? After all the things, you still are enough. So I'm going to let y'all go for today. I pray that this has been helpful to somebody, anybody. I got lots of stuff to do. Those of you who are Speak Up Sis Awards finalists, make sure that you are reminding the people to vote for you. You have one more week. Voting will end on Monday, May 19th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you let the people know to vote for you. This vote is going to determine whether or not you walk away as the award recipient in your category for the Speak Up Sis Awards. For those of you who would like to attend the Speak Up Sis Awards, tickets are available. You can go to speakupsismagazine.com/speakupsisawards. It'll take you to the website. You can order your tickets there. If you are not subscribed to Speak Up Sis Magazine, go ahead and knock that out as well. You can go to speakupsismagazine.com and you can subscribe directly from the website. And with that, everybody, take care. What you say, Angel? You just made an impression on a lady in the office. Amen. Hallelujah. And she's familiar with the Empowerment Center. That's what's up. See what I'm saying? Look at the Lord showing us proof that when you show up fully as yourself, there are going to be people watching that you don't even know. You're going to impact people's lives that you may never meet. So just show up and be the key to somebody else's breakthrough today. All right. So with that, y'all have a fabulous Friday. I will see you all back here on Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern